in case you aren't aware, this is Michelle Hurd. She is a member of the negotiating committee, having participated in this week's historic victory.
That's
Congratulations.
amazing. Thank you, honey. Thank you so much. We're so proud, so happy.
I am so happy for y'all. I started covering this during Comic-Con, and then I started joining picket lines and covering our outlets, typically more of convention coverage.
Nice.
But I was like, I think you all need to know about this because people are really engaged with the, fans and Comic-Con people are very engaged with the people that make their content. So
I gotta say, when I was going to come, because I'm Star Trek Picard, when I
I'm aware.
I can do this now.
Oh my God.
Star Trek. When I would go to the cons, it was so wonderful because our fans are I don't even call them fans, they're family because, especially Trekkies. Trekkies were families. Come on, that's the truth. But they were so wonderful because they asked so many questions about the contract, about the strike, about what we were fighting for. And it just did so much for my heart. And, I love our community so much because they care so much. And they literally said, tell us what to do. We'll do whatever you want. How can we help? And, that's what I love about our community. There's nothing like Comic-Con people. So, yeah. Love you guys.
I was at the United We Trek Day at Paramount. It was huge.
Wasn't that great?
It was amazing.
It was huge.
Yeah. I have the United We Trek bracelet.
Thank you.
To prove it. So one of the big issues was the streaming model and fighting to get fair compensation, profit sharing, profit sharing, sharing, residual,
a bite
a bite of the pie, from streaming.
Yeah.
What are the particulars of that?
And I think Fran touched on this. It became very clear during negotiations, pretty much in the very beginning, that they were in no way interested whatsoever to ever give us revenue shares. We all talk about there's projects that will die on the Hill. This is literally what they were going to die on the Hill. They were like, there is no way that we will ever give you a part of the revenue share profits, period. What I love about Fran, she was like, well, I don't care what you call it, but I want to get some part of the pie, which I just love. And that's what we did. So you don't want to give us rev share? That's fine. We'll figure out a different way to get some new income, new source of income into our members' pockets. And that's what we've done. So right now, it's similar to what the WGA was offered. We get from the successful shows, which their matrix is, if it's a 20% of the eyes are on that show, that's a successful show. But we're going to get 100% of the bonuses of that. And with that 100% of that money, we will be putting it into a fund. And this fund is really important because the fund is where we get to distribute it. Right now, it's at 75%. The AMPTP really wanted to keep it at this. I don't know why the AMPTP needs to be in our business. Why can't we distribute our money our own way? But they wanted to have 75% go to the of that bonus go to the people who are on the shows that are successful. And then the 25% we get to distribute any way we want. That's fine. We'll take that. We will work to the next contract to get it 50-50 because that's what we want. We want 50-50 so that we can give that to the people who are on that shows and we can distribute it to the other members who may not even be doing streaming shows. So this money will go into our union that we can distribute to our members in any way we feel is most beneficial to the majority. So this is amazing. Precedent setting. No one's ever had this kind of thing before. What I also like, and we were talking about this earlier about legalese and stuff. I like that our contract at this point, because our strike has gone on for so long, is only 2.5 years away because we need to see how this matrix work, right? Instead of handcuffing us completely to something that's so solid that we don't even know, they don't know, none of us know, because this is a new format. We have 2.5 years. We're going to be talking every 6 months, tracking the numbers, tracking the ones that they think are successful. We can see why they think it is, why they don't. We can see the monies that are going to come in. We're really going to get that information probably because it's going to be 90 days after a show premieres, because that's generally the first time that things are really seen by many eyes when something drops on the platform. So really, if you think about we're in November, things aren't going to get back into production until whatever, so May, blah, blah. Probably by the fall, we're really going to have an idea of what that money is. So that's great. That's great, because then we're going to get an idea of how much money is coming into this union, and we will be armed with information as to how much money we need to request the next time.
Right on. Does that apply only to new productions or to anything that is going to be released after the state?
Yes, of course, because they don't like anything retroactively. So
only
moving forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Netflix and other streamers have a tendency to cancel shows after the first and
So
second
rude.
seasons.
Rude.
It is.
Rude.
It's something around after like the third season,
Yeah.
and you get
3 is-
additional.
Yep.
Does this
Of 10 episodes. Linear television, 22. So this is 30 episodes. So it's not even like more than 1.5 seasons of something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So I was curious, like, do you think that will change, or if it'll just continue?
10 episodes of any kind of residuals will absolutely be less than 22. Honestly, I feel that if people who watch television really make it known that they want more than 3 seasons of something, that's the only way it's going to change. For some strange reason, these people they told us in the room that audiences only want 10 episodes. They told us that we only want 10 episodes. And then they also said that they cancel things after 2 and 3 seasons, because that's when the eyes on the streaming platforms end up sort of leaving. Like, you could cancel your subscription to something because your favorite show ended. So you're like, I'm out. And so they said, because of that, we cancel things now and we bring up a new thing so that every time there's a new thing, we generate more subscribers. So they're thinking that unless there's a new shiny object, people won't stay watching a show on a certain platform. That's not true. If it's a successful show, if it's a show that we all love, I mean, how many of these series have you watched that are really good? You get to the 3rd season, it's still really good, and then it's over. And they literally are doing that because they're looking, they're getting ready to drop some new shiny object to make sure that you don't leave the platform. If we as a body, people who watch television, can let the platforms know that you want longer seasons, you want more episodes, let them know, because they're telling us that you guys don't want that. So it's really the voices of the people that's going to make that change. I wish that we could codify that in some kind of language. You can't really, because that means I'm forcing you to make more episodes. We can't do that. We don't have that power yet. But I really do think that if the voice of the people, if we could galvanize everybody to write in, Instagrams, tweet, do whatever it is to let people know, let the streaming platforms know that you would love to have more episodes than 10, more seasons than 3, that you're committed. The reason you got on that streaming platform was because of that show. And if that show stays on longer, you will stay on that platform longer. I wish everybody would do that because it would help us immensely.
Totally.
Well,
welcome to the new era.
Yep.
Of streaming.
I know, right? It's super fun.
Do you want to close with a live long and prosper?
Absolutely.
Okay. Live long and prosper.